Hello and welcome to our history journey. Today, we are exploring Chapter 4 from your Class 6 Social Science book, Timeline and Sources of History. Ever wondered how we know what happened hundreds or even thousands of years ago? Well, let's find out. First, let's understand what a timeline is. A timeline is a way to show important events in the order in which they happened. This helps us understand when something happened and how long ago it was. Historians divide time into BCE before Common Era and CE Common Era. Think of BCE like going back in time before year 1, and CE is everything after that. Why is timeline important? It helps us understand historical sequence of events. It helps learn how human societies changed over time. It helps historians compare and analyze events. Many people study the history of the Earth. Some of them are trained to uncover the secrets left beneath the Earth's surface and help us learn about its past, and also our past. Geologists study the physical features of the Earth, like the soil, stones, hills, mountains, rivers, seas, oceans and other such parts of the Earth. Paleontologists study the remains of plants, animals and humans from millions of years ago in the form of fossils. Anthropologists study human societies and cultures from the oldest times to the present. Archaeologists study the past by digging up remains that people, plants and animals left behind, such as tools, pots, beads, figurines, toys, bones and teeth of animals and humans, burnt grains, parts of houses or bricks, among others. Fossils, impressions of footprints, or parts of plants or animals that are found preserved within layers of soil or rocks. Now that we understand time, let's look at the sources of history. Sources are clues that help us learn about the past. These are of three types: written sources, archaeological sources, oral sources. First, we have written sources. These include old books, inscriptions, coins, and documents. They tell us about kings, battles, rules, and even people's daily lives. Next, we have archaeological sources. These are things dug out from the ground like pots, tools, houses, and bones. Archaeologists study them to understand how people lived long ago. We also learn history from oral sources, stories passed down by word of mouth. Folk tales, songs, and local legends help us learn about culture and beliefs. The beginnings of human history. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, have walked the planet for about 300,000, 3 lakh years. This appears to be a very long time, yet it is only a tiny fraction of the Earth's history. Early humans faced many challenges from nature and lived in bands or groups to help each other. They were constantly seeking shelter and food, and were mainly hunters and gatherers. These groups lived in temporary camps, rock shelters or caves, and communicated with each other using languages that are now lost. They used fire and started making objects that made their lives easier, like improved stone axes and blades, arrowheads and other tools. Aspects of their life are visible in rock paintings found in hundreds of caves all over the world. The first crops. The last ice age lasted from over 100,000, 1 lakh, years ago to around 12,000 years ago. Afterwards, living conditions improved for humans. In many parts of the world, they started settling down and cultivating cereals and grains. They also domesticated animals such as cattle, goats. With more food available, these communities grew in size and number, and often settled down near rivers. This was not only because of the availability of water, but also because the soil would be more fertile there. It made the process of growing crops easier.